All right, let's move on to our second national award for tonight, which is the Agribusiness Award, sponsored by Australian Border Force and presented by Tim Fitzgerald, Assistant Secretary, Trusted Trader and Trade Services at the Department of Home Affairs. Please welcome Tim to the stage.
Thanks, Craig. It's a great pleasure to be here tonight for the New South Wales 2018 Export Awards, and also for the Australian Border Force through the Australian Trusted Trader Program to sponsor the Agribusiness Awards. In particular, the Australian Trusted Trader Program is a partnership between industry, being importers, service providers and exporters, that facilitates international trade. If you're an exporter and part of the program, you can take advantage of what we've got in place in terms of mutual recognition agreements with a number of countries, being China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Singapore, New Zealand, Canada and Korea, and we're in negotiations with the US, Japan, Thailand and Malaysia. These agreements ensure that your exported goods efficiently and securely reach their overseas markets, but more importantly, when they get to those overseas markets, the customs agencies at those markets will facilitate your goods entering the country. The program's free and it's voluntary, and encourage all exporters to get on board. Without further ado, the finalists tonight are
Origin Australia Limited. Origin Australia Limited is a Sydney-based company which exports Australian agriculture and food products for distribution and sale through a franchised network of retail stores in China. Cosmag International. Cosmag International produces high-grade calcinized magnesium oxide products, widely used in agricultural industries, stock feed industries, and for many other industrial applications across the world. Over the years, the company has developed many export opportunities and business relations in countries like Japan, Niger, Singapore, France, Spain, Malaysia, and New Zealand. Crown State Pastoral. Crown State Pastoral is a vertically integrated, privately owned Australian Wagyu beef producer, supplying premium quality Wagyu beef to their customers domestically and abroad. The aim of the company is to produce premium quality Wagyu beef of the highest standard while being responsible caretakers of the land and livestock. Down Under Enterprises. Built on the worldwide reputation of Australian tea tree oil, Down Under Enterprises promotes tea tree oil and native Australian ingredients to personal, home, medicinal and pet care manufacturers throughout the Americas, Asia and Europe.
And the winner of the Agribusiness Award is Down Under Enterprises. Yeah.
Wow. All I can say, this was a real team effort. These guys behind me and the rest of the team in Melbourne, up in our farm, And over in the US, these guys are truly amazing. It's been a real team effort. Until 2.5 years ago, our company was a distribution business only. And in the last 2 years, we've totally transformed this company to add in this farming enterprise. And it's developed amazing relationships with our customers around the world. So much so that we've grown the business about 300% in the last year because of having the farm. We've become a much more complex, dynamic, and mostly a fun business to be in. We've loved the challenges, transforming raw land into something that's really productive and creating this amazing export product that's so iconic for Australia, that is tea tree oil. Yet, in creating this land, it's probably the most frustrating and yet rewarding business that Dee-Ann, my wife, and I have ever been in together. It really takes project management to a whole nother level. And if any of you, I'm sure many of you out there deal with project plans and Microsoft Project and putting together amazing Gantt charts and putting really impressive budgets together for that and really organizing it to the nth degree. When you get into agriculture, forget about it. It's not possible. So if it rains this week, it's too much. If it rains next week, it's not enough. If you go to plant in another week, your seedlings aren't ready to be planted. It's one issue after another. Throw your Gantt chart out the window and you work with it, because that's what agribusiness is about. It's a very, very humbling experience. But the emotional rewards are absolutely huge. We have a great time working with the team and working with our customers around the world to produce these amazing personal care cosmetics products that are based on Australian native ingredients. From watching these plants grow to harvesting them, distilling them, and then shipping them around the world to our customers. It's really a most satisfying feeling. We've just had a great time doing it. We're now working with small growers around Australia to help them improve their capabilities and to expand those export markets for Australian products even more. It's been a busy and challenging time for Down Under over these last 2 years. We're having so much fun, but we couldn't have done it without a lot of help from some very key people.
That's my part. I want to thank people. Mirroring Phil, I want to thank our team. They are an amazing group of people. They're dedicated, they're fun, they're hardworking, they're passionate. I also want to thank the banks that have supported us. EFIC was the first institution that really believed in us and gave us the funding that allowed us to go from a small business to grow significantly. And I really want to thank the CBA. We have huge dreams, and we presented these dreams to the CBA, and they understood these dreams, and they've allowed those dreams to become a reality and allowed us to grow so much more. So thank you to both EFIC and CBA. I also wanted to thank the Australian government. They've been instrumental in who we've become. From AgriFutures, who really supported the Australian tea tree industry with all the R&D, they gave us worldwide recognition. I want to thank them for the Export Market Development Grant. It really helped us establish our products overseas. And I really want to thank New South Wales and the federal government for Brand Australia and helping us develop that. It's pivotal to what we can do overseas. Lastly, thank you for the New South Wales Government and the Export Council of Australia for tonight. Thank you.